All right, Shalom. First and foremost, we have all praise to Yahweh, Baal Shem Yahushai, Baal Shem Kodash, double honors to the apostle, elders, great millstone, and salutes on you brothers out there preaching His word, sharing the truth. All right, coming to another video. Got this article here, current events. It's from Newsweek. It says Russia Sarmat missile entering combat duty raises nuclear stakes. All right. According to the Bible, Russia is known as the Medes and also the land of Gog and Magog. Okay. So, let's see. I'll close this up. All right. It says Russia has shifted its nuclear capability Sarmat missile complex to combat mode, according to Yuri Borisov, the head of Roscosmos, the country's space agency. The announcement comes amid a rapid escalation in nuclear-themed rhetoric and threats by Russian officials and TV figures, which intensifies in recent weeks amid Ukraine's counteroffensive gains. Early this year, Russian President Vladimir Putin, and the word Vladimir means peaceful ruler, it's a title, okay, announced that the missiles would be deployed for combat duty soon. All right. I mean, the Sarmat missiles going online, man. You know, they created, they manufactured enough missiles. You know, they basically did all the computer stuff, you know, that attached to the missiles. You know, got all the programs ready and stuff like that. Now it's official. Now it said it was ready for duty. Okay, that means, like, for example, like, you know, person wanted to join the military, right? They basically go to a recruitment office, and they take a test, and they go through the medical, then they go to basic training. You know, all during that time, they're not combat ready. They're not ready for duty. They're still training. Okay. So until they're, you know, graduate basic training, then they got more schooling after that. You know, after they graduate from that school, right after basic training, that means they're combat ready. They're ready. You know, just like missiles. You know, missiles have to go through a building up process. You know, a training process. You know, these countries, they test missiles. You know, making sure they're ready to the appropriate time. You know, that they're called up. You know, you got a lot of missile tests and stuff like that. So basically, the Sarmat missile is their primary missile, man, that the Russians had developed. You know, the new complex has the highest tactical and technical characteristics and is capable of overcoming all modern means of anti-missile defense. It has no analogs in the world and won't for a long time to come, Putin said at the time. As you can see in the photo, that's the photo of the Sarmat. Okay. It said this handout photo released by Roscosmos Space Agency Service April 2022 shows the Sarmat intercontinental, meaning intercontinental meaning it can go from continent to continent. That missile shot from Russia can reach over here to the United States. Ballistic missile launched from Plesticks in Russia, Northwest Russian state television have been regularly threatening nuclear strikes against Western capitals. See? This truly unique weapon will strengthen the combat potential of our armed forces, reliably ensure Russia's security from external threats, and provide food for thought for those who, in the heat of a frenzied, aggressive rhetoric, try to threaten our country. Okay, let's see. You basically get the point. Yeah, so ultimately it's the Lord, it's Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, getting these nations ready for World War III. Okay, let's go to the scriptures here, man. This is Psalms, the 7th chapter. Start at the 11th verse. Say, Yahweh judgeth the righteous, and Yahweh is angry with the wicked every day. Okay. The wicked are you other nations. And 2/3 of you see so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, you're the wicked, man. And the Lord is angry with you every day. Okay. That's why the Lord created these missiles. Isaiah 54th chapter. Okay. Where it said the Lord created the smith that blows the coals in the fire. All right. Bring the instrument, fourth instrument of his work. Okay. The waster to destroy. Yeah, that's the thermonuclear missile. Intercontinental ballistic missile. All right. The Lord put a spirit in these nations. Okay. Especially Esau, Edom, to create the bomb, the missiles. Okay, for his own destruction. And ultimately for the own destruction of Great Babylon, America. Okay. Verse 12. If he turn not, he will whet his sword. Now, what's the word whet mean? It means to sharpen. All right. Since the Hiroshima and Nagasaki was that during the 40s, I believe you had the atomic, okay, which is far less powerful than a nuclear intercontinental ballistic missile. Okay, it's like a infant going, an infant basically atomic, which represents atomic hydrogen. Okay, a nuclear missile basically represents a full-grown adult. Okay. And the strength, the nuclear missile is way more powerful than an atomic bomb. So over the period of time from the 40s, 70, 80 years. Okay, from the 40s to now, 80 years, the Lord has been whetting his sword. So basically sharpening and making more powerful the missiles, the bombs. Okay. So it's been 80 years. The Lord's been putting in mind Esau to make his missiles more powerful. Okay. Developing more advanced missiles. Okay. Basically means more destroying to make it more powerful, make it more well, I basically said it. You basically understand. All right, if he turn not, he will whet his sword. And the LT said if a person does not repent and only the Israelites can repent. So Yahweh will sharpen the sword. Okay, so whet means sharpen. He has bent his bow and made it ready. He also prepared for him the instruments of death. He ordained his arrows, which are the missiles, against the persecutors. Okay, that's the missiles, also known as the glittering sword. All right, arrows. Okay, let's grab Ezekiel real quick. Get a few scripts, a few verses out of here. Let's see. Let me start. 6. Ezekiel 21:6. Sigh therefore, thou son of man, with the breaking of thy loins, and with the bitterness sigh before their eyes. And that's what the prophets do, going out on the highways and byways. We're sighing and crying, all right, before the Lord, and we're telling our people to repent, okay, before the Lord lets loose these missiles, all right, so you won't get caught up in them. Repent, all right, repent, and trust in Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. All right, turn from your wicked ways. All right, verse 7, and it shall be when they say unto thee, wherefore sighest thou, that thou shalt answer, for the tidings, because it cometh, and every heart shall melt, and all hands shall be feeble, and every spirit shall faint, and all knees shall be weak as water. Behold, it cometh, and shall be brought to pass, saith the Lord Yahweh. Okay, what's coming? The day of the Lord, man. Okay, which is the destruction of Great Babylon, man. Okay, because Great Babylon, America, this is where the majority of the elect is going to be delivered out of. All right. And this is going to be the majority of the punishment of the world, man. Great Babylon, America, man. Verse 8, again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, prophesy. It needs to say before. Say, thus saith the Lord, say a sword is sharpened and also furbished. What's that sword? The missiles. It is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Okay, the glittering sword, missiles. Should we then make mirth? Okay. Said, now will you laugh? That's an NLT. It contemneth the rod of my son as every tree. All right. And he hath given it to be furbished, that it may be handled. The sword is sharpened. It means to make wet. And it is furbished to give it to the hand of the slayer. Yeah. So, with the Lord, when he wants you to fear him first, man, fear is the beginning of wisdom. Okay. So, if you're a Negro Latino, so-called Negro Latinos, Native American, and you're not in the fear of these thermonuclear missiles coming over here in America and destroying America, you're not part of the elect, basically. All right. This brings fear, man. It should bring fear. All right. So, that's pretty much all I got. Shalom.